is no longer working in the direction of Media Matters, unfortunately. But anyway, let's get to Judge Jeanine.
Or does he not pay politically as that appeals process, plays out, and he now calls to the American people to deliver their own verdict in November?
Well, I think that the American people will be struck by this, as we are all struck by it, in different ways. I, as a former prosecutor and a judge who knows the state courts and who knows the state law, I know that this is riddled with reversible error. I know that there was no basis to charge this crime, this alleged crime, and to resurrect dead misdemeanors based upon non-unanimous federal violations of the election law or of the tax law. So, I mean, you've got that, but there's also a gut punch to the criminal justice system in the United States. People realize we are no longer safe anymore, and it's because of the progressive left agenda of making sure that we don't keep people in jail. And, they're out there with 33 arrests, but, they're still assaulting people or violently attacking people down the street here. But now we've got...
I like that the argument literally is like, dude, what are you doing? You're supposed to only arrest poor people. You can't arrest rich people.
One of the most famous...
Like, everyone's argument, all the Republicans that are defending Donald Trump's, their arguments are reduced to, hello, you're not supposed to arrest powerful people, idiot. That's not what the fucking system is for, idiot. This is no different than when maybe Lindsey Graham or maybe another Republican, we don't know who, or a Democrat, we don't know who, told ICC prosecutor Kareem Khan, hello, the International Criminal Court is for thugs. It's for African warlords and thugs like Putin, not for Israeli or American officials. What are you saying?
Individuals in the world, a former president of the United States who can be taken down by a George Soros-funded prosecutor on a crime that doesn't exist, where not one person put his finger anywhere near that bookkeeping, and now they're going to return a verdict and say, oh, he's guilty, he's definitely guilty. This is a jury pool made out of 85 to 90% of the people are anti-Trump, not pro-anybody, anti-Trump. That's the jury pool. We knew it. We have a judge who wasn't picked out of the wheel or out of the drum, as all of us judges are. And he was a judge who was selected not just for the Trump Organization, not just for the this case, but also for the another case that involves the who was the guy who was the Bannon case as well. This is an anti-Trump judge, an anti-Trump prosecutor. America is going to respond to this. This is a gut punch. We want to see politicians fight. We don't want to see what they do in third world countries, to have one side start indicting and jailing the other side. This is not American. This is not who we are. And to see this happen.
There's nothing funnier than making this argument on behalf of Donald Trump, who literally ran on arresting Hillary Rodham Clinton. Lock her up was one of the more popular chants. The notion that, like, we don't do that in America, like, this kind of moralistic posturing is so funny. It's awesome. Where are the law and order lovers and defenders? Where are the people that always love saying, don't do the crime if you can't do the time? Which, by the way, no time will be given to him regardless. But like, what happened? I thought we were a nation of law and order. What happened? Is it really impossible for him to get time? It would be very It would be strange if he got time. It'd be awesome, but it would be crazy if he got any time off of this. I don't know if liberals are that fucking wild with it. It'd be cool, though. I hope they are. I would love to see that. He's a 77-year-old minor and neurodivergent. And it would be dope to see him run from prison. It'd be sick. I am very openly explaining to you that I'm in it for the content. I hope you understand. I think that the American empire is on its dying breaths at this point. And personally, I don't really give a shit what happens one way or another. With respect to Donald Trump's legal troubles, other than I think it would be really cool if he went to jail, because I want to see what happens. I want to see what would happen in a situation like that.
Happen before our eyes when we know that this is not legitimate, when a defendant was not advised of the crimes that he was charged with. They don't even know what the crimes are until we get to the charge to the jury, as if the prosecution and the judge, with a wink and a nod, said, hey, I'll give you that old accomplice testimony. Even though we didn't charge Donald Trump with aiding and abetting anyone else, I'll throw it in as a matter of law. He's an accomplice. And I'll throw in those federal election violations. So they'll have to say, yeah, Donald Trump must have done it too. And I'll throw in a hooker and a guy who's a serial perjurer. This is lunacy. And I think that any red-blooded American who sees this is going to understand this isn't what we do to our political.
As crazy as that, I'll throw in a hooker and a guy who's a serial perjurer. It's like, bro, those are the people Trump chose to associate with and literally paid to associate with. What are you talking about? Like, we're acting like these people were in the periphery, totally unrelated to Donald Trump. And he just happened to be in the vicinity and, like, caught us straight. Like, what do you mean? Yeah, he paid the hook and paid them to perjure. What are we talking about?
Enemies. This is what they do in kangaroo courts and third world countries. God help America after what I've seen in the last few weeks.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.
Well, this verdict takes the 2024 election into uncharted territory. No major party has ever nominated a convicted felon for president. It's one more thing for voters across the country to consider in November. Nicole Killian is talking to voters in the battleground state of Pennsylvania. Nicole, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Michelle. A lot of the reaction here in Pennsylvania and across the country has mostly been along party lines. Some voters told me that they're still undecided about whether to support former President Trump, but others say this verdict will not change their vote.
From former President Trump's home state of Florida.
We're voting for President Trump.
To battleground Michigan.
I'm happy that they convicted him.
If I could do cartwheels, if he got convicted, I would do cartwheels.
And the swing state of Pennsylvania.
Walk over broken glass to vote for him.
Trump's guilty verdict brought relief and outrage in Allentown, the Keystone State's third largest city, which played host to President Biden in January.
When you're coming down these torn Delaware, right?
And the former president right before his trial.
Make America great again.
Pro-Trump banners hang outside the home of Glenn Stetler, who used to be a Democrat and attended Trump's rally last month.
Do you think this hurts his chances now that he's been convicted? But the crowd of people that I saw, there's a lot of people that like this guy. He's a good person. I don't believe he should be charged for it, and I really don't think it's going to matter.
But Democratic-leaning voters like Yvette Ortiz said Trump should be treated like any other citizen.
I think that he should, be accountable for what he did, but I don't know about jail, maybe a little bit of time or community service.
Michael Daigle is a registered Republican and previously backed the former president, but now he isn't so sure.
An appeal is not going to come until after an election, and we'll just have to see whether that invigorates a Republican base to come out and vote for him.
That last voter told me that he will likely stick with Trump, but he is exploring his options, although he insists he will not vote for President Biden. Keep in mind that Biden won this region, helping him to win the state in 2020 by more than 80,000 votes. Tony.
Nicole, thank you very much.
If they convict him,
holy shit, he was found guilty. Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. Motherfuckers! Motherfuckers! You suck! You suck! There is no justice in this country! Guilty.
God, I love the Republicans. Come on, dude. They're such fucking content. I love Donald Trump. You got a problem with that, bitch? Gays for Trump.
Not guilty! He's not guilty! You pieces of shit! Won the con! Eat shit and die! You're fucking corrupt,
your
motherfucker!
fucking kids are all dead. Your kids.
I'm serious. When I say this, I think Trump supporters in big cities that are like otherwise Democratic strongholds are literally visibly more insane than like the lifelong Republican that lives in some rural ass fucking town in Texas. Like, not even a question. Like, these guys are almost always so much more nutty. And I think a big part of the problem for the Republican Party is that they pay too much attention to these fucking freaks and like literally cause a lot of the quote unquote normal Republicans who don't pay attention to whatever the fuck's going on, and they just kind of like vote for still racist reasons or tax reasons or whatever the fuck. Like, those are the guys who are just like, what the fuck's going on? This is like a little bit too much.
They're all
Piece
fucking
of
dead.
shit.
All your
Piece
fucking
of
children,
shit.
they're all fucking
I
dead.
found guilty.
They're all fucking dead.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Fucking guilty.
Motherfucking piece of shit.
Fucking guilty.
Fucking piece of shit. There's no justice in this country. It's all corruption. It's all fucking corruption. I have a message for you. Fuck you, Juan the Con. Juan the Con. I'm fucking pissed.
Fuck you and fuck Joe Biden.
Fuck Joe Biden.
All I know is this.
Fuckers. Fuckers. Yeah.
Guilty on made a whole nother animal and a whole new way.
It's a lynching. It's a lynching. It's political interference.
It's
over.
There's
no justice in this country.
It's over.
How do you feel?
Corruption.
Tell me your reaction.
I'm shocked. I don't want to believe it. That's unbelievable.
What
do you think about the verdict?
They're doing this to
Corruption,
Donald Trump
Judge
means that
Simon.
they could do this to all of us.
1776,
I'm
baby.
fucking pissed.
I'm fucking
No,
pissed.
you're not. Calm down.
No, I'm not going to calm down.
And the people who are on the ground, the minority, can't do this.
The only man that ever stood up for me in my fucking life.
Through and through.
Donald fucking Trump.
Oh my God, he's crying. Oh my God, he's crying. Bro, what the fuck? He's crying. Bro, he's shedding real tears for Trump. That's awesome. That's fire. That's, oh God, that's so good. Oh, that feels fucking awesome to see.
Fuck Obama. Fuck Obama.
Yo, that motherfucker just won the election, I'll tell you that much. Fuck Joe Biden.
How can people become this mentally ill? That's crazy. Like, I don't know what you do with this guy. You can't save this guy. And of course he's live streaming it too and filming it.
Not guilty.
I hope the country doesn't burn down.
Not guilty.
I hope that we can find a way to love each other and to make right this fucking this prostitution.
Bro talking about loving each other in the country while he's shedding tears for Donald Trump.
Go fuck yourself and your mother.
Is one of us. He's one of us. And now they have only made the poll numbers go higher. I guarantee that's what you're going to see coming next. The polls are going up. Donald Trump is going to win even harder. They're going to have to bring in...
So why are you guys mad then? You should be excited, right? See, now this doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It's like you should be excited then that the polls are definitely going to go up. Why are you mad?
Michelle Obama, they're going to have to bring in Michelle Obama, Big Mike in August to try and fix things. But that's not going to work either. The numbers are going to go so high for Trump right now that it's over for Biden. It's over for the Democrats.
Fuck you, Judge Juan. Fuck you. There is no justice in this country. We want a democracy. This is America. You railroaded this man. He committed no crimes. Fuck you. I'm mad as hell, as they say. I'm mad as hell. Let's take to the streets. Let's take to the fucking streets. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Let's
But
take
you
to the
have.
fucking streets. Good. Let's block traffic.
Someone said you are.
Corruption in this country. They're convicted an innocent man. He committed no crimes.
Congratulations, Trump just won the election. What do you think, Bill?
I think it's time for dancing in the streets. Dancing in the streets.
Oh, fuck him! Fuck Trump every day! Fucking kill the guy next! I'm down for whatever! Just get him that fucker out of here!
Meanwhile, a show of support for Trump here in South Florida, dozens gathering.
Yo, he went a little nutty with it, my boy. Hey, yo. Yo, that's crazy.
And Local 10's Christian De La Rosa live now with this part of our team coverage tonight. Christian.
These were people who felt compelled, obligated to be as close as they could to Mar-a-Lago, even if the former president wasn't here to show their support, and also share why they think today's verdict could in fact bolster Trump in November.
Bro, these people are so crazy. They went to Mar-a-Lago. Like, they have like a religious affiliation with Trump.
Trump 24, let's go, blow those horns.
We have to support our president.
They're making it, they're acting like they're doing like a pilgrimage to Mecca or some shit, bro. This is their Hajj.
Support for the man they call their president.
I feel like it's a sad day for America.
And voicing their discontent with his guilty verdict.
We thought that maybe there was some hope.
I didn't think they were going to get him on all 34 counts, which kind of tells you what's going on in New York.
But this is completely political. Anybody who cannot see that, they have been brainwashed by this media.
Steps away from Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago, supporters like Leona Mangan.
I went to January the 6th. Give me liberty or give me death. Even Mother Teresa could not get out from under that.
Like titanium, they're convinced hush money payments charges against the former president were an abuse of power to begin with.
I don't think he did anything wrong.
They're also convinced Trump will eventually come out victorious.
Surely these things will all be overturned.
And as far as the race for president,
I don't think it's going to help him or hurt him. Not at all. I think the independents, even if you're on the fence, have already made up their mind and they can...
Across the street, a much smaller number of people celebrate.
You know, if you diddle a porn star and hush money payments get tucked away and you fill out your books illegally, then you will go to jail.
And even with just a handful of counter-protesters across the street, I can tell you things remain peaceful. We're live right outside Mar-a-Lago tonight. I'm Christian De La Rosa, Local 10 News.
And our team coverage continues now with Local 10's Alex Finney live outside Versailles, where another crowd of supporters rallied for Trump. Alex.
Yes, Calvin, very, very spirited crowd that was here for several hours today. As we know, a lot of people were here as that verdict came down. Of course, you have a lot of people on both sides with very strong opinions. Sounding off for former President Donald Trump.
I didn't think it was going to happen.
A verdict that many we spoke with said came down quicker than expected.
I mean, it was so fast. I'm surprised they reached a verdict.
People gathered outside of Versailles in Little Havana.
It doesn't seem to be fair that they charge him with a felony.
Justice system prevailed.
All of this coming soon after a Manhattan jury found the former president guilty on all 34 felony counts of falsifying business records in his New York hush money criminal trial. A felony conviction of a former president unprecedented.
His lawyer was the one who did it.
This man giving his thoughts on the news.
I hope he can run for president. I hope he can become president because, you know, Trump's who we want in there.
And still a lot to be seen now at this hour here, a little after 11 p.m. A lot of people have gone home for tonight. Those honks have officially started to die down a bit. But again, we have a lot coming up in the next few days, weeks, and months ahead. Stay tuned. Right now, this is the very latest. We are live in South Florida, well, in Little Havana, that is. Alex Finney, Local 10 News.
Trump himself was greeted by supporters outside Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue.
And that is where we find CBS 2's Dave Carlin. Dave, what is the reaction there tonight?
Well, this place so busy with all of his comings and goings. Right now, he is inside. It began, of course, him going to court, then him coming back from court. Then around dinner time, he went out again and came back in. You'll see the video right now. Now, all the while, people have been here to greet him.
After the sun went down, some staunch Trump supporters kept their flags waving, predicting another Trump presidency.
I wanted to be here because I think somebody has to stand up and say, this is invalid. You can't do this kind of law. This destroys American jurisprudence.
The message is it's going to backfire on the Democrats. It's going to backfire on Sleepy Joe. It's going to backfire on Albert Bragg, and Trump is going to win. And I will vote for him for the third time, even if he's in jail.
She's wearing an NYPD hat with the Bring Our Hostages Home pin on it. You know she's a cop.
Jail.
Earlier, Chopper 2 was over Fifth Avenue and Trump Tower when the crowd was much larger, with a mix of political persuasions. Friction was minimal.
That took a lot of courage for that jury to come back with that kind of a charge against him. I just think it's amazing.
I think he's going to make America great again. Around 6:15 p.m., Donald Trump entered with a wave to the crowd. He did not stay long and was on the move again, only to return at 9:25. He was also the talk of nearby Times Square.
It shouldn't matter who you are or what you do. If you do the crime, you deserve what's coming to you.
It's insane. That's never happened before in history. So this is something that we're living, and I don't even know how this is going to turn out. I'm shocked.
There is a Trump news conference Friday morning set for 11 a.m. right here.
This guy kind of looks like Julian Assange. Omni Valor. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Calm down, okay? And perhaps take your medication. What am I supposed to do, man? Please help me. I've apologized a million times. I'm sorry if I've hurt others. Like,